Difficult, very difficult.
Congratulations, you've been sorted into Ravenclaw. And we imagine you're keen to explore your new house.
I wondered when I'd be seeing you.
Founded by Rowena Ravenclaw, you know that Ravenclaw prides wit, wisdom and learning above all else. However, there is so much more to its members than excellent OWL results.
Books and cleverness. There are more important things.
Which is great, but what does that mean for you? Let's find out. From its more eccentric members to its rich history, join us as we explore all things Ravenclaw. To discover who you are, we must first delve into Ravenclaw's fascinating, and sometimes shocking, history.
You're the Grey Lady, the ghost of Ravenclaw Tower.
When Hogwarts was created, Rowena Ravenclaw decided she wanted a house full of students that reflected her brilliant brain and love of learning. And when you look at Ravenclaw House, you can see this quite clearly.
It's obvious, isn't it?
And as a new member, we imagine you have a ready mind too. And nothing demonstrates that more than the Ravenclaw Common Room.
This is the entrance to the Ravenclaw Common Room.
While Gryffindors and Slytherins are required to provide a password, and Hufflepuffs must tap a series of barrels in the correct order, Ravenclaws need to go one step further by answering a question set by a bronze eagle knocker on the common room door.
Luna reached out a pale hand, which looked eerie floating in mid-air, unconnected to arm or body. She knocked once, and in the silence it sounded to Harry like a cannon blast. At once, the beak of the eagle opened, but instead of a bird's call, a soft musical voice said, "Which came first, the phoenix or the flame?"
And if you get the question wrong, well, let's just say we hope you find stone floors comfortable. You'll be waiting there until someone else gets it right.
I won't be of much help, I'm afraid. This sort of thing has always confounded me.
Simply the mere process of getting into your common room suggests that Rowena Ravenclaw probably wanted her students to challenge themselves, even in the most mundane situations.
Well done.
And inside the common room, which just so happens to be the brightest and airiest of them all, you'll find a statue of Rowena herself. Atop her head is a replica of the famous Diadem, a sapphire-encrusted tiara that increases the wearer's wisdom.
Or yet in wise old Ravenclaw, if you've a ready mind, where those of wit and learning will always find their kind.
However, if the criteria for being sorted into this house was based purely on being book smart, then there would have probably been a few extra notable members.
Difficult.
The biggest example is Hermione Granger.
Okay, relax.
The Sorting Hat took nearly 5 minutes to choose which house she belonged to, before eventually deciding she demonstrated more Gryffindor traits than Ravenclaw.
Gryffindor!
And if this proves anything, it's that there is more to Ravenclaw than meets the eye. Ravenclaws value their individuality. They can be eccentric, inventive, and likely to think outside of the box.
Hello, Harry.
It's not just about what you know, but how you react to things that shows the wisdom Ravenclaws are known for.
You're just as sane as I am.
Take Luna Lovegood. Her Ravenclaw trait was her idiosyncratic personality.
Hello, everyone.
And as we know, genius and eccentricity often go hand in hand. From her Spectre specs to her high-fashion radish earrings, she was unashamedly herself. Her unshakable belief in the crumple-horned Snorkack proved this was someone who stuck to her guns.
Oh, it's all good fun.
Crucially, Luna was emotionally intelligent, becoming one of the only people who was able to reach out to Harry in his grief when Sirius died.
My mum always said, things we lose have a way of coming back to us in the end.
Much like Luna, perhaps you agree that there are different ways to cope with the mysteries of the world, including those darker times.
I do feel very sad about it sometimes. But I've got Dad.
Luna's more philosophical mindset allowed her to connect with people more profoundly. This honesty created a deeper bond with Harry. Well, most of the time.
How do I look?
Exceptionally ordinary.
Brilliant.
And this thread of individuality and creativity is present in other notable members of Ravenclaw too. Like Professor Trelawney.
First, you must look beyond.
She had to live in the shadow of her great-great-grandmother, the renowned seer, Cassandra Trelawney. And while Sybil wasn't as naturally talented as her famous relative, she made up for it with her creative flair.
Together we shall cast ourselves into the future.
A deviceful mind helped Sybil to cultivate an air of mystery in her teachings. Even if she was, shall we say, clairvoyantly challenged, this technique won her some dedicated students, although not everybody was fooled.
What a load of rubbish.
Perhaps this is the type of Ravenclaw you are. You might not be hitting the library every night, but your mind is sharp and you're able to solve problems or shortcomings in ingenious ways. It must be fun to have a brain as unique as yours.
You have the Grim.
Then you have the Ravenclaws, who are innovators and inventors. For example, Garrick Ollivander was often considered the best wand maker in the wizarding world.
Curious. Very curious.
Other historical Ravenclaws have shown expertise in this area too. Take Ignatia Wildsmith, for instance, the inventor of flue powder, also a Ravenclaw. Ignatia created this handy, magical form of transportation way back in the 13th century, and it continues to be a useful tool to this day.
What did he say, dear?
Diagonally.
I thought he did.
As long as the user remembers to speak clearly, of course. Maybe this sounds like you. Are you the type of person constantly inventing? Perhaps doodling sketches of your grand ideas on the back of napkins, or exhausting every notepad in the house? Then you would find a home in Ravenclaw. If your intelligence presents itself in more of a traditional, book-smart way, you'll likely relate to the head of your house, Professor Flitwick.
Don't forget the nice wrist movement we've been practicing. The swish and flick.
If there's something about charms that he doesn't know, well, it's not worth knowing.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Fun fact, Professor Flitwick was also a difficult decision for the Sorting Hat in his youth. He might be the head of Ravenclaw, but he was very nearly a Gryffindor, for Filius was as courageous as he was creative. Still not connecting with any of these Ravenclaws so far? Not to worry, this house contains multitudes, and so do you. Just look at the sportsmanship of Cho Chang, a Quidditch player so talented she even gave Harry Potter a run for his money. By employing smart strategies on the Quidditch pitch, she was able to gain the upper hand, such as tailing fellow seeker Harry in one of their matches.
Harry accelerated, eyes fixed on the speck of gold ahead, but next second, Cho had appeared out of thin air, blocking him. "Harry, this is no time to be a gentleman!" Wood roared as Harry swerved to avoid a collision. "Knock her off her broom if you have to!" Harry turned and caught sight of Cho. She was grinning. The snitch had vanished again.
And if it wasn't for those pesky fake Dementors, she might have even beaten him. After all, intelligence comes in many forms. Perhaps that's something you recognise. Cho used her wits whilst up in the air. Maybe you're the type to think on your feet. And the answers to life aren't always to be found in a textbook. However, alongside the creators, inventors, eccentrics, and strategists, Ravenclaw does have a darker side, and this takes us back around to Rowena Ravenclaw and the ghost of Ravenclaw House, her daughter, Helena. While Rowena's diadem brought her much coveted wisdom, Helena grew envious of her mother's talents, stealing the precious tiara, then running away. In the end, this event would lead to Helena's tragic murder by a man who became another Hogwarts ghost, the Bloody Baron.
It's the Bloody Baron!
You can learn more of Rowena's tragic story in our House Founders history video. This story teaches us that having boundless wisdom isn't everything. In fact, you could say that having too much of anything can lead to unexpected consequences. With Helena's ghost roaming Hogwarts forevermore, future students can learn from her story. This is one of the many lessons that Ravenclaws can carry with them. While your intelligent reputation precedes you, just resting on your brain power can't solve everything. But as a Ravenclaw, you can use your mind in so many fabulous ways to help shape the world for the better. Share your wisdom, in whatever form it may take. From Flitwick to Luna, and even Gilderoy Lockhart, he did have an uncanny ability for memory charms.
Obliviate!
A lot of the Wizarding world's most interesting thinkers are found in Ravenclaw. It is a haven for those who march to the beat of their own drum, those who see the world through a different lens. Make sure to take that energy and pass it on to others. After all, in the words of Professor Flitwick,
"A little extra wisdom never goes amiss, Potter.